that's quite a lot. Oh, look, I'm just smoking out this intersection. After what has been seemingly just over a year, the BMW really hasn't been on this channel much, and I know a lot of you are subscribed for that reason, for the BMW, specifically my 535i. Today we're going to kind of go over exactly why it hasn't been on the channel and what's been going on with it, and some of the future plans I have for it. But don't worry, this video is not just going to be me sitting here talking with my cool LEDs in the background and a dark garage to hide the huge mess that's actually in it. What I'm going to be doing is showing you specifically why I have not driven this vehicle in over a year. So in the last video this thing was in, which will pop up right about there somewhere, there was some kind of knocking noise going on when it was about 20 degrees colder than it is now. You hear that? That's not wastegate rattle. And as you can hear, the only thing that you hear now is the injectors and the world famous stock turbo wastegate rattle. That ticking and knocking noise has gone away, so we can definitely say that was some a little bit too thick of oil for the temperature that we were experiencing on that day. So you might be asking yourself, the vehicle starts, it does move, there's nothing physically stopping it from running and driving, so why haven't I used it in what has been over a year at this point? So once this thing's fully warmed up, I think you'll get a good idea of exactly why I haven't driven this and what I'm going to do about it. So one thing I want you guys to make a note of, this vehicle does have 88,000 miles on it. I bought it with 50,000 miles on it, and I've put next to no miles on it at all in over 2020. And now we can actually kind of go over the things that are wrong with it right now. So the number one reason why I'm not driving this right now is because the turbos are blown. Yeah, it's only 88,000 miles on it, but I was pushing them pretty hard. I think I had an E40 mix, I want to say is about 22 PSI on the stock turbos, which is, I think, more than 3 times what the stock turbos were kind of rated for, or the stock boost level was rated for. So when you're spinning a turbo that much, that's not really designed for those levels. They prematurely wear, so there's nothing really against them. Some people have their stock turbos well into the 200,000+ miles, and mine were probably blown a little before they really started smoking bad. I only really noticed it a lot after I had the secondary catalytic converters removed, and I haven't made a follow-up exhaust video on it yet. It's kind of windy out today, a little bit of snow's coming through, so I'm gonna do a couple of, not really pulls, but drive around this private lot for a little while and kind of show you guys exactly what's happening and just how much smoke comes out of this exhaust. I apologize in advance for the wind noise. It is quite a blustery day. Hopefully you'll be able to ignore that and just kind of see what's going on. So as it is there, that's not smoke, that's just condensation, because it's been sitting. It is up to operating temperature now, and you'll see very soon what I'm talking about. Yeah, hopefully you were able to see it. I think it was smoking a lot when the camera was out of frame. So let's just drive around a little bit. I'm going to film it the best I can. Just about a year ago, I did get pulled over because at the worst possible time, the smoke is kind of sporadic, and I had just passed a cop on like one of the quietest towns in New Jersey. So he starts following me. Huge plume of smoke just comes out because I've been trying to go slow, decelerating a bit, and it just covers this guy. I mean, I felt bad. I know it was kind of, it's not fun to breathe that stuff in, hence why I'm also not driving it. And yeah, he was nice enough to let me go, because I just kind of was like, oh, you know, I had no idea. Thank you so much. And yeah, so I still never fixed it. Let's talk about why I never fixed it. So one of the main reasons I actually have never fixed the turbos on this thing is because I really wanted to go single turbo, do something unique. I think there might be 1 or 2 other 535xis out there that are single turbo. Oh man, if the back windshield wasn't frosted over right now. Let me hold on. Yeah, you see all that smoke? Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's quite a lot. Maybe I should have just done that to begin with, because that is such a sporadic issue. Yeah, so anyway, I wanted to go single turbo. I've wanted to do it probably since I bought this car, and that was going to be something a lot of fun. I wanted to show the process of that. However, getting a manifold for this car has proven to be a lot more difficult than I imagined. I had a couple people reach out to me saying they could do it. They wanted this, that, the other. One of them wanted to do like a hood exit only, but I do like to drive this car and keep it somewhat sleeper, so a hood exit wasn't going to work for me. Another person reached out to me telling me that they could make a manifold, have it kind of like factory exhaust exit and everything, but the problem there was I never heard back from the guy. I contacted him a couple more times. It seemed like a sure thing. The price was going to be right, like around like 2,500 bucks for all the hot parts, so not a bad deal at all, especially for all that custom work. And I don't know, the guy just kind of fell off the face of the earth. So there's that. Then M18's manifold looked really promising, and I was really interested in that, and someone told me who actually has built some manifolds, are not in the US, for a 535i. Look, I'm just smoking out this intersection. They told me that the M18 they did not think was going to fit because of the shock tower clearance thing, so that's kind of a toss-up. That one's kind of still on the table. However, I wanted their external wastegate manifolds because all the internally gated turbos I've seen don't look like they're really fit without much modification, and yeah, it wasn't really up my alley. So I think their external wastegate manifold they're still working on. It's going to be who knows, they said sometime this month. It's January right now of 2021. Hopefully they can do that. So what I was going to do is stick it out another month, kind of see. But at the same time, I'm also considering some eBay twins. Now I know what you're thinking automatically, but geez, this amount of smoke is ridiculous from this. Yeah, well, eBay China turbos, no good, no good. I've heard my fair share of horror stories from them as well. But man, for like 900 bucks for a set of twins that I probably wouldn't be pushing isn't really a bad deal. I'm considering it. They're cheap enough. It's like, you know, a direct replacement. Of course, I would use all the OEM hardware and everything and the gasket kits, because that is not something you ever want to cheap out on. So I don't know, still kind of considering it. Let me know what you guys think. Believe me, a single turbo thing is not off the table. It's something I really want to do with this car, and I think that's going to happen regardless. But it's like, do I spend the extra 900 bucks, probably like 1,300 after all said and done, for shipping and the install kit and all the other little things I'll need to go along with it? So 1,300 to 1,500 bucks is probably what I'm thinking. And it's like, do I spend that money now only to have it done or like replaced again later on at some point, or do I wait it out possibly at this point a couple more months, because I don't really have a space right now where I could leave my car up in a garage for possibly a couple weeks to maybe a month or so, because you know, there's no off-the-shelf parts for single turbo kit that actually fit this thing. So I'm thinking, just for the sake of having the car back on the channel, I really am considering those eBay twins, just because I could have some fun with it. Who knows, maybe, you know, I could finally get this car into the 11s with them. Actually, I'm pretty sure I could. I was close enough on blown stock twins. So leave me a comment below if you think I should do it, because I am considering it. And then, of course, the single, like I said, it's something I want to do probably either this summer or spring, depending on where I'm going to be and everything. So, yeah, leave a comment below. Let me know. Should I go for the twins, get this thing back on the channel, do some more cool mods? It's recycling day and it's very windy outside, so people's cans and stuff are flying all over. That's what that sound is. But, yep, that's kind of exactly where I am right now. Let me know what you think. Like the video if you want to see some more stuff. I would love to have the BMW back on, some more reviews, some more products, some more cool mods that haven't, you know, been around for this thing, like port injection, which it's been around for that. I don't think I'll go with the spool helix. I'll explain why later in another video. Nothing against Spool. I think they're a great company. So far, from what I've seen, they've produced some awesome stuff. But yeah. So I would love to have this car back on the channel. I think a lot of you would too. Otherwise, it has just been sitting, and it will continue to do so unless I can get it roadworthy again. So that's going to be it, guys. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see some more content. And as always, remember to keep it Val.